Welcome to Board to Learn, a channel dedicated to helping you learn how to play your new games faster. My name is Kent, and today we'll be looking at Karuba, a 2 to 4 player treasure hunting tile placement game designed by Rüdiger Dorn with art by Claus Stephan and published by HABA Games. So let's find our way back over to the table and we'll get started. Your boats have arrived on the shores of Karuba. Lead your team through the jungle, uncover hidden paths, collect gold and crystal as you race to the temples. Will you gain more treasure exploring paths or by reaching the temples first? To set up Karuba, each player takes an island board and places it in front of them. Then take 4 adventurers, one of each color, along with the 4 matching temples. Now take 36 jungle tiles in the color of your choice and choose a first player. The game suggests drawing straws, but you can decide however you like. That player then shuffles their jungle tiles face down and forms a draw pile. The other players arrange their jungle tiles face up in numerical order around their board. Next, each player will take turns placing an adventurer and the matching temple on the board. The adventurer will be placed on a number along the beach, and the temple will be placed on a number in the jungle. There needs to be a distance of at least 3 spaces between the adventurer and their temple on the board. After one player chooses, all other players copy that placement exactly before the next player makes their choice. Adventurers and temples must all start on different numbers. When finished, everybody's boards should look the same. In a 3-player game, one player chooses placements for 2 colors. In a 2-player game, both players decide twice. In the center of the table, place the crystals and gold nuggets in piles where everyone can reach. Mine are in a container that I designed and 3D printed myself. Next, take the temple treasures for each of the 4 colors and stack them in descending order in the middle of the table. The exact numbers depend on player count. You can refer to the chart here or look in the rulebook. For my 2-player example, I'll be using the 5 and 3. And that's the setup. The goal of Karuba is to build pathways leading your adventurers from the beach to their matching temples as quickly and efficiently as possible, all while collecting gold and crystal along the way. At the start of each turn, the first player will draw a jungle tile and call out its number, 32. All other players will find the matching number from their supply. Then, simultaneously, all players will choose one of 2 options. Either place the tile on their board or discard the tile to move an adventurer. When placing tiles, there are a few rules that need to be followed. You can place a tile on any empty grid space. It must fit within the grid space. It cannot overlap. Tiles cannot be rotated. They must be placed so that the number appears in the upper left corner of the tile. Pathways do not have to line up. Dead ends just add to the frustration of fighting your way through the jungle. If you place a tile with the crystal or gold, take one from the supply and put it on the tile. It can be collected later when an adventurer moves onto that space. Keep in mind that without a path leading off the beach, an adventurer can't leave. And without a path to the temple, you won't be able to claim its treasure. Careful planning is key. If you do not want to place a tile, you can discard it to move an adventurer. The number of spaces an adventurer can move is determined by how many pathways touch the edges of the tile being discarded, either 2, 3, or 4 spaces. There are a few movement rules that must be followed. Each movement space is 1 tile. Adventurers can only follow connecting paths and may turn at intersections. Adventurers can't pass each other on the same pathway. You can't split movement between adventurers. Only 1 adventurer can move per turn. If you land on a tile with gold or crystal on it, you may stop to collect it, but you forfeit any leftover movement. Place collected pieces on the matching adventurer picture along the left of your board. Collecting is optional. You can leave pieces behind and try to grab them later with someone else. When you reach a temple, check that the adventurer's color matches. If it does, place the adventurer beside the temple and take the top reward from the temple stack, placing it on your adventurer's picture. If multiple players reach the same temple on the same turn, they all take the same value in rewards. To do this, each player will take a temple treasure if available. If you took one of the lower value treasures, use crystals or gold to make up the difference in points. Gold is worth 2 points, and crystals are worth 1. For example, if 2 players reach the blue temple, one player will take the 5 treasure and the other will take the 4 treasure and 1 crystal. Any leftover movement when reaching a temple is lost. The game ends when either the last jungle tile is drawn or a player has reached all 4 of their temples, whichever happens first. When this happens, it's time to add up all the scores. Add the value of each temple treasure you've collected, as well as all gold and crystal pieces that were collected. Pieces that were left on the map tiles don't count. Remember, gold is worth 2 points and crystal 1 point. The player with the most treasure wins. If there's a tie, the player who placed the most jungle tiles takes the victory. If there's still a tie, initiate a battle to the death. Or maybe just share the victory. And that's how to play Karuba. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more great games. Turn the bell on to be notified of my latest videos. And if you have any questions, leave a comment and I'll do my best to respond. And remember, it's not just how you play, it's how much fun you have. We'll see you next time on Board to Learn. Well, hey there, and welcome to Board to Learn, the channel dedicated to helping you learn how to play your new games faster. My name is Kent, and today we'll be looking at